Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Inside the Mind of a Young Entrepreneur. Today I want to talk about a really important topic, and that is time. How you delegate your time throughout the day, because you can see across multiple entrepreneurs how some like don't get shit done. Like they will, the thing that takes, like some projects might as well take them a year or something like that, when other people get that done in just few months. And that is so crazy, because all people have the same amount of time in the world. Like there's only 24 hours on a day, and we only have 7 days a week, and we only have 330. Well, let me just show guys. There's a deer right there. Thought I would just catch it before. All right, sidetrack. Now, what I was saying is that everybody have the same amount of time, no matter what. Everybody has 24 hours in a day. So it's so weird how many people get lots of things more done, and that is why this is not a principle of time. Everybody has the same amount of time. It's how you can be more efficient and how you can be more focused in the things that you do. So normally, like right now, I'm switching up my things, switching up my day-to-day routines in order for me to see what works, what doesn't work, and how can I improve this every single day, so I just become more and more efficient. And that is, for example, looking at which things consume my time the most. Like, how can I cut things off? If I'm scrolling social media every single day, that is probably 2 to 4 hours of me just looking at my phone that I could be spent on building my business instead. And it is just so wild to think of. And for me, normally what I've been doing is that I've been sleeping until 7. I've been waking up, I've been going straight to work, I've been eating lunch about 11 o'clock, walking, going to a workout, eating again, and then just like, what can I say, taking the rest of the day off after dinner. And that's why, like, for me, that felt like every single morning I needed to kickstart myself, and I wouldn't really get going and get into flow state early at the morning, because like my brain was just in the same state of going back to bed. Like that was the only thing that I was thinking of. So that's why today I've woke up at 6 o'clock, like turned on the lights immediately when I woke up. I drove straight to the gym, had a good workout, did some cardio. So now I got my blood circulating, got back, took a shower, preferably a cold shower, and then got straight to work. And then, like before, what I did, like I didn't have headsets on. I had worked looking at 2 screens. Like there was light in the room, so I could see like everything that was happening outside, and that is just things that taking away my focus. And that's why this thing that I'm doing now is that I pull down all the curtains, I put on my headset, I close my second screen and just look at one single screen, so I only have one objective. And that just helps me go into this flow state and work on this one and only thing for X amount of hours. And that is also like how efficient are your hours, because people can work on the same thing, but if they are not focused, if they are not in this deep trance of this work, I'm only focusing on this work, and have this dedication to the work, like I might get a thing done in 2 hours that people take a full day of doing, because I'm putting more efficiency and power into these hours, and that's why I'm getting more out of them. So that is how can I optimize so my schedule is always jam-packed. Like I know for everything, like everything that I need to do down to the hour, that is called scheduling. And what I learned this from Dan Kennedy, like scripting almost every single minute, that is just, yeah, that's scripting your day. And that's why you don't want to leave things up to like nothing. You need to get the most out of your day, and that is like packing your day into like knowing what to do each and every hour, so like there's no spillage there. And then how can I get more clarity, more force, and more power, and be more focused on this one thing that I'm doing, so I get more out of each and every hour. It's more efficient. So these are the things that I'm optimizing for. So every time, for example, when I woke up, I felt tired. And that's why I kickstart my day now with going to the gym and get the blood flowing. And every time I ate, probably I went out for a walk before I ate, but that was just like messing with me, because then I went out and got some fresh air, but then I got back and ate, and that would just make me crash whenever I went to work again. So that's why I switched those things around. So after I've ate, I go out for a walk, and then I'm more freshened up when I go back to work. And it's just optimizing for these things every single time, because that is how you get so much more done, and you'll see so much more. What can I say? Like you get so much more done, and things just run smoothly and faster, and you don't have this spillage of time, and everything is just putting in the effort for having the success that you want, because each and every hour is going to be dedicated to that one thing that you want to do. And again, don't half-ass it. Like whenever you do something, you do that 100%. So whenever I'm sitting here and working, I'm not checking my phone. I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, because I'm doing the one thing that needs to be done, and then I can move on with the thing. So yeah, and this may sound strict and robotic, but that is what gives freedom. Because when you know like this is dedicated to this thing, then you have this much more freedom to decide what you're going to do on the other side. So yeah, that is basically my philosophy, and it is a constant improvement of how can I make this thing better? How can I improve my every day, whether it's time, whether it's what I eat, whether it's this or that. So like every single effort that I put into something is I'm getting the most return on investment for. So I want you. That was basically it for this video. I hope you guys learned something and really think of this in your everyday, on a day-to-day basis, of how can I really improve everything that I'm doing. How can I improve my time in order to get the most out of my day. So with that being said, I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Peace.